Good night, brothers and sisters, and thanks for the waiting. I finally am here, able to speak with you about the topics of tonight. Tonight's topic, sorry. Well, after read some comments and seeing some dislikes in the video, I just hope that these dislikes are for two simple reasons. One is because maybe I don't speak sometimes well. The first two videos, they're going to be only those examples, only those. Well, and the second example, and the second option, only option, is that maybe are the ones that we want to reach. The ones that are with the mouse, the ones that can be called casual fans. Well, not like this because they are casual fans. Only watch the movies and buy merchandise from Disney. Well, tonight we are reunited in a section of in a special of two videos because the topics of tonight's topic, sorry, are valued to two videos. The first video is about LucasArts. The second video is about Star Wars: The Clone Wars. So sit well, hang tight, and welcome to another speak and chat with me. My name is Ricardo Vargas. This channel is the voice of Star Wars, and tonight we are on something special. Talking about LucasArts and his closing, I still remember with my dad when he showed me Star Wars when I was a kid. I remember that the first video game that I installed in my computer, my own computer, not the one that I shared with my dad, was the Phantom Menace. The that special and good looking game because honestly, for that age, I like it. I remember that at the beginning of that I didn't speak so well English and I called it the Phantom Menace, but it doesn't matter. And after that, with the years, I was growing. Then, in the same year, my dad showed to me Jedi Knight. We played. My dad and I played in his computer. He and I in my computer. We play the campaign by each of our sides. And wait, sorry. We play Jedi Knight. We then play Mysteries of the Sith, and then we played. Well, he played Jedi Outcast. I just take the reviews and play the game with him. For example, I was like he co-pilot. My dad played here, and I played and I watch it from here. Looking like this. And without games followed the Academy, Empire War, then began the glorious ages from Star Wars Battlefront, Battlefront 2, and you know that in the computers, when you have your video games, for example, I still remember mine, for example, from this studio was just one game, from this company there was one game. Well, you open the tab of Star Wars, of LucasArts, that logo, the classic logo with the white LucasArts, and it opened like 20 video games. 20 beautiful video games. I'm sorry if I keep looking to the screen sometimes, just that the computer might get freeze. I don't want to keep talking and talking and talking with the computer freeze and the video damaged. Damage. Well, then we improve it to the computers, to the consoles. Um, for example, to the computer was, with the Wii, the Star Wars Force Unleashed, the Force Unleashed 1 and 2 to that. I have my Force Unleashed, my original Force Unleashed, I mean my Force Unleashed Collector Edition that I will show you later on the next video. Not the next video I'm talking about the Clone Wars, but the next video that I promise you, I will show you my special edition. Not the Mimomot, flash drive, because it was lost in a trip. Don't want to talk about that. Something with immigration. In those moments, you sometimes lost your stuff, and That was one of my cases. My favorite flash drive was that. Well, let's not talk more bad in the past. I still remember that when I was in what? Yes, I was in high school. I made an expo of an exposition, to talk in the class about George Lucas, and I show the companies. They show the companies, from Lucas Animation came Pixar, and this and this and this and this, and I talked about LucasArts. Well, it was a whole paper. The half of the wall in the class was just full of video games of Star Wars, and there is an image that is exactly this image, the one showing all the video games of Star Wars, and I can, with all the heart and all the honestly, say that I played 90, well, yes, 99% of the games. Not all of them, because I know that the other percent is the ones that I saw that I didn't like to play, and 99% because I test them all. I test them all. To finish it and to have it in the heart, well, there will be like 70%. The other percent, the 70%, the ones that I played, that I have, look, I have some special, um, some special gift from my cousins. It was Empire War, completely new. I have with my dad, I have the Forces of Corruption, and you know, the 70% are the games that I have in my heart, like the Fortnite Empire War, the ones that I have in physical, even in copy of that. The other percent, the ones that I play, that I test, like for example, Star Wars Rebellion, Star Wars TIE Fighter, not saying it to me. I know the campaign, I know the story, just that during that times I playing a video game like that, one of my previous computers, I played a video game in that, and it was like, just the computer gets sometimes freeze and down. Sometimes I scared because I thought that the RAM was bad. And the other persons are the ones that I just saw. Like, for example, that video game that was, like a fighting game of Star Wars. I mean, putting Chewbacca playing fist to fist against Luke Skywalker with his lightsaber. I don't remember the name. If you want me, I can tell you later in the video. Then it came the one of the first moments of the dark times. That was the acquisition of Disney, the reason of why Disney didn't crack the war, and the war doesn't crack, and the internet doesn't get down or get crushed, was because it was Disney that made the announcement. That tragic day, April 3rd, 2013, when it was announced that LucasArts was closed by Disney. The moment that I saw that with my dad, we were together, he was cooking, and I woke up, and the normal news to see there was any news about the incoming films, about the shows, the stuff of Star Wars. Saw the news, my dad and I cried. My dad and I cried. My brother and I cried. My girlfriend and I cried. All the family, Star Wars hearts, cried. And just not because of that, because, I mean, came with the news that the video games cancelled by Disney. I mean, they were not all the people reassigned, even reassigned to their trash department that only made goofy video games like Infinity. We'll talk about Infinity later, but let's admit, if we are comparing Star Wars, let's say Jedi Knight, Star Wars Jedi Knight against Star Wars Infinity, please, please. There are levels. This is Jedi Knight. This Jedi Knights and all their modes that they offer, the people made, that I play. I play the campaign with General Grievous with the 4 arms. General Grievous. And here, well, you can see it. You can't see it because it's even lower than this, the screen. Lower infinity. And the department. Okay, I admit that sometimes Disney has made good games of their own. I played the video games of Tarzan and I love it. The one of the video games that races about with Disney, with Mickey and the others, like a Mario Kart but with Mickey. It was a piece of you that I played with my brother when he was one of the first video games that he played of cards was that alongside Mario Kart. But I learned that all the people were just fired, not even transferred, fired and cancelled. This is the part that might get emotional. Cancel First Assault. Star Wars First Assault, that was going to be the heir of Star Wars Battlefront. Alright, the footage is honestly like a Star Wars Battlefront, but with Star Wars Battlefield. Sorry, Star Wars Battlefront with Battlefield. But it was good. It was looking so good. And also Star Wars 1313. The first video, honestly, the face of the character doesn't get me so much. The video was awesome, and knowing that it was just a test, I know that the video game in the future will get better. Knowing that Boba Fett will appear, it was nice. Then, after the closure, came the news that Boba Fett wasn't just appear. You were going to be Boba Fett. I mean, it's one of the first things that I thought when I finished Star Wars Bounty Hunter. Hey, they should one day be like a Star Wars Bounty Hunter 2 with Boba Fett and that. Well, that was going to be Star Wars Bounty Hunter 2 with Boba Fett equal Star Wars 1313. It doesn't came. There are news about Star Wars Farmville called Star Wars Outpost. That video game wasn't cancelled by Disney. Another project called called Project Damage, that was going to be like a Force Unleashed but with Darth Maul, but putting him with his biological legs, but putting the Death Watch of the Clone Wars and putting Darth Talon. It was just some kind of mix that in the end doesn't go anywhere well, so they cancelled. That wasn't also cancelled by Disney. But another one that was cancelled by Disney because of that later, even after being, cancelled. The other two games that I just talked. It was going to came Star Wars Attack Squadrons. The image was great. I mean, just online games, just with fighters. That I love Starfighters. That is why I love EVE Online so much. Again, cancelled by Disney. Then, thanks a lot that Old Republic still going on. Thanks a lot that came Battlefront. Even that the new Battlefront, the only thing that might win against the previous Battlefront are the graphics. Well, that's it. The only thing good, the graphics. Because honestly, the other Battlefronts kick the new Battlefront's butt. Sorry. And the worst part of all that is that after the cancellation, well, the EU expanded universe becoming legends because legends never die. The worst part is that the only reason that Star Wars The Old Republic hasn't been shut down is just because they keep getting money. That's the only reason. Because it's still labeled as legends because they get money. That's the only reason. And that part of Star Wars Battlefront, the new Star Wars Battlefront, that say, I still remember the first time they showed the Millennium Falcon and Slave One gameplay, saying that showing the new planet called Solost is the first time that Solost is being shown. We are honored to show you for the first time as the planet Solost. Here appear the planet Celeste. And I play on it long before playing in Star Wars Battlefront, and even have the same volcanic element in both planets. But the talking about the expanded universe and grabbing the stuff of the expanded universe is by another video. Tonight we're talking about only LucasArts and the Clone Wars. Well, I believe that for now, oh wait, the other thought about Battlefront, saying that the reason why they don't going to have the characters from the Force Awakens on the new Battlefront is because they don't want to violate the canon. The only thing that Disney has done with Star Wars is the only thing that they don't want to do. I don't see a scene as a good act or something like that, but they are completely forgotten that they have Luke Skywalker in the outfit and with the lightsaber of Episode 6 in the Battle of Hoth. The only outfit that Leia have for playing any planet on any level and any mission is the outfit of the Episode 5 on the Echo base. The same for Han Solo. That's it. That's it. Well, from now on, that will be all. Talking about that and talking how coming up next is going to be the more tragic part. Talking about the Clone Wars and its cancellation again by Disney. And the reason why is I think that the same kind of level painful or worse than the reason of LucasArts. Well, after all, LucasArts, by closing the video, the reason of cancellation, there is not. There is no reason. They just wanted to do that. That's it. Wanted to do that. Fire all that people, canceling such a good video games that no video game that's going to label it with Disney is never going to be close to a video game of Star Wars, especially with the direction that Disney is taking now, by being the completely and totally goofy kids company. But we're talking later about that. See you in the next video, my brothers and sisters. And one quick extra point. I know that I've been talking about LucasArts and only Star Wars. I know that LucasArts just didn't make it the Star Wars games. They are the Indiana Jones games, they are the Monkey Island games that I played. I even like the Easter egg and the skin of Guybrush in Star Wars The Force Unleashed 2, that in the minute that I saw them at the end of the hallway, I destroyed the statues to see if any reaction, and boom, appeared the holocron, grab it, and immediately ended that level with the Guybrush skin. But this is a channel for now that just speak about Star Wars. The ones that know LucasArts know the struggle that happens when Disney shut down that. Um, remember all the good video games that LucasArts made. I'm sorry to say a bit late before the white stripe of LucasArts. No, sorry, the purple stripe of LucasArts. And the ones the video game that I played with General Green was not J9, was JKM, but JKM is just like another J9. It's like a J9 2.5. Some people call it like that. But now for sure. Next in the video, the Clone Wars. Thank you for today, and keep playing your beautiful games from LucasArts, like Star Wars, like Monkey Island, like Indiana Jones, and all the other ones. Thank you. See you in a moment.